it says Tourism Advisory Committee appointments. It's from Nolan on Wednesday,
Yeah,
but that's not it. It's on the email.
but, no, I said I would like to have been on that.
Well, there's appointments on here.
They're still making statements.
Am I? Oh,
Okay, it's 6:45, and I'm going to call the Building and Grounds Committee meeting to order. The first item on the agenda is to consider a request for the city to grant a 10-foot easement at the city pump station on Winding Way as the existing. Sorry.
you know
We
what?
were just talking about it.
Rachel, you're doing a great job. All right.
Go
So
ahead.
we are considering a request for the city to grant a 10-foot easement at the city pump station on Winding Way as the existing drive on the neighboring property at 126 Winding Way extends onto the city property.
Yeah, and so we've got this request, we're trying to sell the property, and this is kind of looking to affect that sale. As you can see on the GIS, that driveway extends a little bit long. The GIS is not directly accurate. That line of the city property actually comes down a little more. They had to have a survey on it, and so that shows on that. That driveway's been there for quite a while. I talked to Tim about it, I've talked with Ricky, there's no concern. If we gotta do any work there or extend anything on that pump station, it won't affect anything. So I'd like to recommend going to the board to get approval for it.
Okay. Do I have a motion from anyone to take that recommendation?
I'll make a motion.
I'll second it.
Okay, all in favor?
Thank you very much.
You're welcome. Before we close this meeting, I would just like to throw out, this is my first Building and Grounds Committee meeting as the chair, but I would like to discuss potentially, just throwing this out, we don't have to do anything about it today, but considering paving city parking lots that are currently in poor condition. So I would just like to ask for a list in the next week or two so that we could get an idea of what parking lots we do currently own, which ones need updating or patches or something, so that we could discuss it at our next Building and Grounds Committee meeting. Does
I'll
it?
be happy to put that together and provide it to you, and then when you feel ready, we can have a Building and Grounds Committee meeting to talk through it.
Okay.
Yep.
All right. Is there any other business for this committee? Okay. All right. That will conclude. Can I get a motion to end our meeting?
Motion to end the meeting.
Second.
All in favor?
the safety committee meeting to order. I'll turn it over to Chief Mosley.
Okay, first item, is a request to purchase the automated license plate recognition cameras. And with these cameras, they'll play a vital role in increasing, law enforcement's ability to protect the citizens. Examples being persons entering, making illegal, stolen vehicles, possibly commit criminal acts. It will notify us if they're in town, if the vehicles come in town. Helping to locate missing children or wanted persons. These cameras, they search for vehicles we enter into the system that are wanted for crimes in our community. Numerous cities and counties in Tennessee utilize the system. Privacy concerns are addressed in policy and yearly audits. This attached contract with Flock Safety will allow for coverage of 6 locations in the city. This is divided into 2 contracts. One is for $9,000, which includes cameras on TDOT roadways, and the second is for $10,930, which includes municipal locations. The total is $19,930. The amount is included in the budget, and I'm asking for the approval to purchase the Flock Safety LPRs.
And
I
so,
mean, go ahead.
so my understanding is that, so 6 of them will be in the city. Okay, and then you said that there's others that will be a little bit farther out.
No, there's 6, what we're trying to get now is 6.
6, okay.
And 3 of them are on city streets.
Okay,
The other 3 are on state routes, and this is where you get TDOT involved.
Okay.
So, we can get the 3 up quicker right now as it's city streets, and then do some other, things that we've gotta do. It takes a little bit longer to get the TDOT approved, or get all that set up. I have, our rep that, if you wanna speak with him, Alex Scoot is here, if you have any questions about LPRs and how they work. Hopefully, we're hoping at some point get to add 2, it will get, like, where we've got them, where we're gonna put them, like, on the side, on Birchville Street side, that way, high school, bypass, out by the hospital. We're not gonna be able to capture everything with just 6, but it will be better than not having anything, and getting, that going and built up. But, like I said, hopefully we'll add, can add some more to that as well. And I think there is some talks about possibly the housing authority maybe going on board and getting some there as well.
We're not riding, this is not for citations, right?
No, it's not for citations, it's just investigative purposes, like, we have solved some of our crimes from contacting, like, other agencies that have them, like, if we put out a stolen vehicle, it just, where it's gone through a certain area, it's that type of tool, locating wanted persons, stolen vehicles, missing kids, things like that. It's not speeding at all. And then there's audits, who's using it, each and what for, and all that. And it's just very well, it's not open to public record where somebody can come up and get that.
I think this is a great tool.
I agree.
Anytime that you can cross up with different people from different places to, when something enters your city, I think it's a great tool.
Yeah.
Give you guys a better of a heads up on it too,
Right.
rather than something happening crazy and we never knew something was here, so.
Exactly.
Is
anyway.
there anything that won't allow in the future for another board besides us to say, let's start writing tickets for these things? Is that, cause that would be the only concern I would have if another board were able to, at some point, start writing citations with these cameras. Is that a totally different?
That's a
Shake
different
his head.
thing, because, it's like we have a policy too, or general order of what these are for and where they're situated. They're not like
Yeah.
the traffic cameras,
Okay.
or anything, where you go through a toll booth, you get your ticket in the mail,
Yeah.
or
Oh, yeah.
anything, or anything like that.
I think it's based on Tennessee Code Annotated.
Yeah.
It's not
Okay.
a board policy or a committee policy, it's
Right.
state policy.
Through state policy.
So, to answer your question, I don't think, like, another board could change how
Okay.
that works.
Any other questions? Do I have a motion to approve?
I make a motion to approve purchase of the flock safety LPRs.
Do I have a second?
Second.
I have a motion and a second. All in favor?
Aye.
Motion passes.
Thank you. Second item, is a request that we have 4 retired police vehicles be declared surplus to be sold on Gov Deals. There's 2 2012 Impalas and 2 2013 Impalas. These vehicles have been taken out of service and are past being able to serve as patrol units. And we also request that we have 28 portable police radios be declared surplus and transferred to the sheriff's department, for their use in their correction officers. These radios, you know, we can't get parts for them, they're old, they will just lay in the basement, you know, if we, you know, don't do something with them, and we would have to, if we sold them, it'd be hard to sell them, because you'd have to go and get paper to have it, you know, everything wiped out of them, and there's really, you can't buy parts for them. So the sheriff's department had asked, you know, they feel like they have a use for them there, for the corrections officers to use them at the jail.
Any questions or concerns?
No. I'll
I
make a
think that's a
motion.
great use for those.
Me too.
Yeah.
Have a motion, have a second?
Make a motion, recommend the committee declare the property surplus.
I guess I second that.
Have a motion and a second, okay. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Very good.
Third item, have radios, is to have, the radios are compatible with the upcoming new TACAN system. We'd have to purchase new mobile radios for each vehicle in the police department. And we currently have grant money that will enable us to buy 7 radios. And these were off the statewide contract. Total purchase is $41,996.61. And, those are 100% funded by grant funds.
That's nice, isn't it?
Nice, very nice.
Any questions on that?
No.
Anybody?
I'll make a motion.
A second?
We have a motion and a second. All in favor?
Aye.
Motion passes.
That's all I have. Thank you.
Okay. Nothing else to come before this committee meeting, we'll stand adjourned. Thank you.
You got it. You got a kid that lives in Chattanooga. At 7 o'clock, we'll call the full board of the mayor and Alderman meeting to order. First item on the agenda is roll call.
Sally Brock,
Present.
Deidre Dunlap,
Present.
Steve Harvey,
Here.
Rachel Kirby,
Here.
Carrie Morton,
Here.
Kara Youngblood,
Here.
Mayor Chastain's absent.
Second item on the agenda is consideration of minutes. You all should have a copy of those. Is there a motion to dispense with the reading?
Motion. Second.
I have a motion by Deidre Dunlap and a second by Sally Brock. All in favor say aye.
Aye.
All opposed, motion carries. Third item on the agenda is recognition of visitors. Is there anyone here who'd like to say anything to the board tonight? Seeing none, we'll move on to item 4, recognition of employees. Moving right along. Item 5 is communications. We have a request for approval of the 2025 sprint for special 5K and 10K. Does anybody know anything about this?
Who puts it on, special games?
Raul.
I think it's a request.
Raul got the request.
It was a request from Vanessa Miller
Yeah.
on December 2nd.
We've approved it for the past couple of years.
I've done it every year. The only thing I would say about it is, and I don't know, Nicole, if this is an issue or not, but when you cross the Frank G. Clement Bridge going towards USA Gym, they're keeping everybody on the right-hand side of the road, which is normal running etiquette, but there's no place to go. And they need to cross that street right there. Do you know where I am?
Just on South Shane Street.
You're crossing Frank G. Clement Bridge, crossing that street, and you cross the whole bridge, and then there's the red light. Right there, people need to cross the street, cause there's a median to run in. If you stay on that right-hand side of the road, it's about this big, and the cars are still going right there. And so, you know, I've run that route for years, and we all cross right there. Now, I don't know, there's not that many runners, I don't think it's a big problem, but whoever stands on that needs to shoo them across the street.
Yeah, we can look at it, I mean,
Yeah,
I would contact you about this often, usually she goes through Sean, so, you know, about this run, but this is, I think, maybe the third time we
It
might
is.
run that route, and it's not real, been a problem at all, you know, as far as the route, it's an easy route,
yeah.
you know, so,
It's just that
Yeah, we
one
can check.
place, and they don't know, and they keep going, cause you're already on that side. Do you know what I'm talking about, Nolan?
Yeah, by the cliff.
Yeah, and you need to
Mhm.
cross, don't you
Yeah.
think? Runners need to cross, cause there's a place to run. If you stay on that side,
There's not.
it's this wide, cause there's a gully. So, anyway, just liability purposes, it can't hurt.
Any further discussion?
I make a motion, we approve it.
What's the date on that?
April 26th.
April. I'll second that.
Have a motion by Rachel Kirby and a second by Carrie Morton. All in favor say aye.
Aye.
All opposed? Motion carries. Item 6 is petitions. There are none. Item 7 is unfinished business. Resolution number 2024-57 to accept a statewide contract SWC number 250 for WEX fleet card for all city vehicles to fuel with, authorizing the city administration to issue the necessary purchase order on behalf of the city of McMinnville and express when the resolution becomes effective. Do I have a motion?
So moved.
Motion by Sally Brock,
Second.
second by Carrie Morton. Roll call.
Okay. Sally Brock,
Yes.
Deidre Dunlap,
Aye.
Steve Harvey,
Yes.
Rachel Kirby,
Yes.
Carrie Morton.
Yes.
Kara Youngblood.
Yes.
Okay.
Item 8 is new business. Is there any new business to come before the board?
We requested to suspend the rules, and I'm not sure if this would be where that item would come up. for the easement on Winding Way.
I think this would be appropriate. So we have a request, Sean, you wanna,
Yeah, so that request again is just for that 10-foot easement. This has been kind of drawn out. We've been going back and forth on this. I hate to extend this out past the year. So if we could get approval on that tonight, then we can get this buttoned up. So I appreciate you suspending the rules. Again, it's just 10-foot easement. That driveway's been there for some time. It's not gonna affect anything on the water and sewer side. And they've been kind of maintaining that for quite some time. So there's no issues with it.
What are you going back, have you been going back and forth about?
Just with the Realtor, and they're trying to get it sold and wrapped up, and the easement's causing an issue with it, so.
first we need a motion to suspend the rules so we can then vote on the resolution after that.
I'll make a motion to suspend the rules.
I have a motion by Carrie Morton,
I'll second it.
second by Rachel Kirby. In discussion on suspending the rules. Call for the vote.
Sally Brock,
Yes.
Deidre Dunlap,
Aye.
Steve Harvey,
Yes.
Rachel Kirby,
Yes.
Carrie Morton.
Yes.
Carrie Youngblood.
Yes.
Motion carries. Now we need a motion to approve resolution number 2024-57.
As the chair of the Building and Grounds Committee that's already heard this, I'll go ahead and make the motion that we approve the easement, the 10-foot easement discussed in our meeting.
I have a motion by Carrie Youngblood. Do I have a second?
Second.
Second by Sally Brock. Call for the vote.
Sally Brock.
Yes.
Deidre Dunlap,
Aye.
Steve Harvey,
Yes.
Rachel Kirby,
Yes.
Carrie Morton,
Yes.
Carrie Youngblood.
Yes.
Thank you.
Thank you. Any other new business come before the board? Item 9 is resolutions. There are none. Item 10 is ordinances. There are none. Item 11 is departmental reports. Seeing none, we'll move on to item, I'm sorry.
I'm here to invite y'all for our Christmas lunch tomorrow at 12 if you're in town. Tomorrow upstairs.
All right.
I'm gonna invite y'all to our Christmas breakfast. We've had it every year at Fire Hall for as long as I can remember. It's Saturday, December 21st. We'll be starting around 8 a.m. Y'all are invited to stop by, grab something to eat. Check the place out.
Thank you.
How's the skating? Could you give a report on the ice rink, please?
So we've had, so we opened November 30th, and just found out today that we've had roughly 450 to 475 skaters. So today's the 10th, so that's pretty good. I mean, we've had Flip the Switch, we've had Christmas in the Park, we've had the Christmas Parade. So we've had 3 main events that have took course early on, but we're keeping it open every night, and so far so good. Thank you.
Thank you.
Do you want to consider whether or not to have the meeting on the 24th? I guess maybe you might want to vote if you don't want to have it.
I think that would be a great idea. I'll make a motion not to have the meeting on the 24th, Christmas Eve.
I will second.
Have a motion and a second to cancel the full board meeting on December 24th. All in favor say aye.
Aye.
All opposed? Motion carries. We have an executive session after the meeting?
Yes.
Yes, so everybody hang around when we adjourn, after everyone else is excused. Any other announcements? Brings us to item 13, this meeting's adjourned.